Hello there, my name is Davis and welcome back to the Real Valladolid Career Mode Challenge series. Massive episode last time out. We won a piece of silverware, the Super Copa Cup, beating Real Madrid in the final, demolishing them 3-1. Don't think they even registered a shot. We were absolutely fantastic. As you see there, Renier getting himself a hat-trick against his old team. And first piece of silverware. Board's a little bit happier. That's helped a little bit by the fact that the Copa del Rey has been drawn, and we've been drawn against Valencia. We beat them in the semi-final last year. I think it might have been on the penalties as well. So they'll definitely be looking for a bit of revenge against us going into that game. But first, unfortunately, we have to go back, look back into the league against Athletic Bilbao. Obviously, if we get through the first round against Valencia, we'll have some more games dotted in between here. Hopefully, we can go on another cup run this season. It was the highlight of our season last year, and hopefully we can turn our league form back around. So, straight away, quick highlights of the Bilbao game, and then we'll get into the Valencia game in the cup. Okay, so a decent win against Bilbao sees us move. I assume I'll stay up on pace with the rest of the teams around us in the table. We do have another game against Valencia in the Copa del Rey first round of 32. We have been drawn at home. They did beat us. We did beat them last time in the semi-finals, I think, last season. So they'll be looking for revenge here. Thankfully, we're finally up with a red in terms of board confidence, partially because of the Copa del Rey being drawn, but also because the two youth players we put up for sale, two offers have come in from, and if both sell, it will take us over the threshold of 2.7 million, which is what is required of us. Or what was required of us coming into this season. So yeah, it's nice to have a bit of confidence from the board back, and we've got a bit of confidence in the team going forward into the next game. I will be making wholesale changes. I'd have thought, as much as I'd like to do well in the Copa del Rey, I'd much rather go for it in the league and get that Europa League place. So for that reason, I'm focusing on the Copa del Rey, and I will be making a lot of changes. Plaza comes in for Renier, going to give him a rest. Tavares for Appa. Aarons even makes way for Antonito. Everyone's going. Alente for Salisu. Morrison for Costa. Alcaraz for Ampadu. Luismi was one of the ones who asked to play, wherever he is. There. So he comes on for Sumari. And I think Caro says he wanted to have a game as well, so he comes onto the bench. Even Kubo. Actually, Waldo's looking a little more tired. And that's how we're going to line up. I can't forget about Ben Arthur, who we will swap for Kubo. David is the only player in the whole team who keeps his spot in that left attacking mid, because really I don't really have any other player. I could play Prado there. He's on the way out the door anyway, so I'm not going to bother. Going to play with that. A very, very second side. Team's looking a little thin at the moment, especially if Prado goes full reserves. Especially if we're going to look at the Europa League next season, we might need to start looking at strengthening the squad depth. But that's for another time. It's time to get into this game against Valencia. Hopefully we can do the business here. Right, lads, I've had an absolute nightmare. I played through the Valencia game, thought I was recording. Fortunately, I was not. As you can see here, we had a 1-0 loss. And they put up a good fight. We were never really in the game. We had one chance. Jonathan David absolutely sliced it into Rosed. But that was about it. Edge of the box, Thomas Muller strike. Seen us off. Valencia, fair play to them. Some cracking players in that side. Some brilliant signings. They got Muller, Alessio Romagnoli, Bellotti from last season, Bernat, Leon Bailey. They got a really, really good side. But on top of that, some more bad news. Well, some more news for us. Ben Arthur has agreed to join Ajax end of the season, which I'm happy to let him go. He's been an excellent servant for us at the club. I'm not going to extend his contract, or try to, and hopefully he does well at Ajax. And Prado is sold, which means we reach our objective of selling youth players worth 2.7 million. And Luis Me has come in and said he feels it's his fault, but he had a good game, to be fair, in that central defensive mid. I played him alongside Ethan Ampadu, and he done a good job. I thought he was I'd say he's a standout player, but he stands out because he's got a scrum cap on, and that was the only reason I noticed him. He didn't really do anything wrong, to be fair to him, so can't really complain about that. So yeah, I'm fortunate to be getting knocked out of the Copa del Rey in the round of 32, but it gives us a big opportunity to focus on the main prize, which is Europa League slots. I think Champions League is well out of our way. I mean, it's only 9 points and we're only halfway through the season, but I mean, it's a big ask considering the squads above us. Valencia, like I said, got incredible talent in that team. Atletico, Real and Barcelona are the big ones, and they're even further away. So yeah, since Valencia are on their own, so Valencia are the target going into next season, assuming we keep where we are. I mean, 5th place and Sevilla in 9th, so two points separate 4 places, or 5 places, should we say? But that's where they are our current rivals, and I think Sevilla are up next after a couple of games. So we get this Levante and Girona game out of the way, and then a massive game against Sevilla. We get into the highlights for the next 2 games, and then I'll meet you back here for the Sevilla game, which hopefully this time I will record.
What a perfect day for football we've got here. Martin Tyler here along with Alan Smith. The action is from La Liga, and it is right. And that'll go down as a poor cross, really. A chance to break away now on the counter. Trying to find an opening, and he could get away here. He's in the clear. Sweeping upfield and scoring in style.
Well, that is the perfect example of a modern-day
Okay, a mixed bag of results there, ups and downs once again in the league. But one thing that is a constant is Renier continues to bang goals in. A 2-0 win, 2 goals from Renier at Levante. Very nice result for us. Levante really down there struggling, but a team only a point above them, Girona. We give them that point to get back into the game from 1-0 down to go 2-1 up, and then to concede with the last kick of the game. It's a bit of a kick in the teeth. But again, another 2 goals from Renier. He's in the last, I don't know, I couldn't tell you how many goals. In the last 3 games he started, he scored 7 goals. So he just keeps on plugging away. If we had won against Girona, we could have gone 2 points clear of Betis and Villarreal, which would have been very nice. But the draw takes us level with them into 5th on simply goal difference, despite Villarreal having a better goal difference than us. I don't really know how that works, to be honest. But yeah, with 3 points clear of Sevilla now, especially with them to play next, chance to go 6 points clear of them at this point in the league would be very, very nice. Would make them have to scramble a bit later on in the league. But we are into transfer deadline day, 6 hours left, and we haven't got any plans to bring anyone in really. And I don't want anyone leaving either, especially Martin Costa, our main centre-back. 8 million from AZ Alkmaar for him. Absolutely no chance. He's here for the long haul, Costa is, I believe. 4 hours left. No things. In the last hour, I'll just have a little look through any of the top deals. Be interesting to see. I can already see Lautaro Martinez has gone to Bayern Munich for 9.93 million, which is incredible. Anderlecht come in at the very last minute for a 4 million offer for Appa, or 3.5 million worth. I'm gonna keep on to him simply because we don't have the backup. Otherwise, we would never get one in the last hour. But let's just have a quick look around the top deals at the moment. So this is for the whole of this transfer window. So Martinez is the highest, I imagine, followed by Marquinhos, who we did come up against it for Real Madrid, 86 million going to Real Madrid for. Atletico selling Jimenez to Dortmund for 86. Dortmund spending big there. Ndidi to Leicester to Piemonte Calcio / Juventus. That's a massive signing for Leicester, since considering all that money. Chelsea signing a 32-year-old Robert Lewandowski for 71 million. That's quite the purchase. Be interesting to see how he gets on. 31-year-old Thomas Kroos going back to Bayern Munich, 66 million. Another over 30-year-old going for big money. Valverde from Real Madrid to Inter Milan. That's an interesting signing. 66 million. Icardi Inter to PSG. Maybe they signed him full. Maybe his loan run out last season, and they signed him in. Yeah, that was from in the summer, so they signed him at the end of the summer. A couple of these are from the end of the summer. Royce went to Madrid for 40 million or 50 million. Dortmund making some massive signings, but also getting rid of some. They've brought in quite well, getting rid of older players, bringing in Richarlison went to PSG. PSG making some big signings as well. Chelsea, another 31-year-old for 50 million. Luis Alberto, former Liverpool player, going to Manchester United. We've got a snake on our hands there. And yeah, Pjanic going to Dortmund as well. Dortmund must have a hell of a team. Let's have a. I wonder if we can check. So this is the Dortmund team. Gulaschi in goals, signed from Leipzig, is it? Bergey's still there. They brought in Alexandre Lacazette. 4 goals in 6 appearances. Oh, this is in the Champions League. But yeah, Haaland's still there. Insigne's been brought in. Jadon Sancho's still there. Thorgan Hazard, Guerrero, Pjanic, Emre Can, Donny van der Beek. That's quite the midfield. Especially with Julian Brandt as well. Very, very nice. Ezekiel Garay, Hummels, Rudiger from Chelsea, Jimenez. And that is it. Interesting team indeed. Very, very interesting. Some big signings there. A couple of interesting signings as well. Chelsea signing all the old lads. And in terms of new recent transfers, Phil Foden's gone to Saint Etienne on loan. Liverpool signed Guibert from Aston Villa, 15 million, quite a lot. Reece Nelson moves to Marseille on loan, 10 million. Matty Loughton, free transfer to Parma, interesting one. Shea Adams goes to Stade de Reims on loan. Stuart Armstrong with Levante for 4.5 million. Maybe he fancies some of the Spanish sun out here. Very interesting. Goiginga to Cardiff for 5.5 million. They're spending the cash. Doniel Marlin, a very, very good talent. Only 22 years old, making his way to Schalke. Reguilon going from Real Madrid. They must have only signed him last season unless he's on loan to Juventus for 32 is big money, and that is that. Interesting. Some cool little deals in there going on, and we'll make our way into the next game. Right, real big chance to put us in a healthy position in the league now. We've got our game against Sevilla, a chance to go. It is away, so it's going to be a tough game, but there's a chance to go 6 points clear of Sevilla, and so that's some real daylight from them. At the same time as well, however, Real Madrid play Villarreal, who level on points with us at Real Madrid. So I'm expecting Villarreal to drop points there. But Betis play towards the bottom, Girona, who did get a draw against us last time, so maybe they could be in a good run of form. And Real Sociedad, who are in 9th place, play Malaga, who are also towards the bottom end of the table at 19th place. I expect them to pick up points. And Valencia do play Athletic Bilbao. They're way down in 15th, but they have a good team. So if Valencia can drop points there, it'd help us massively in potentially gaining on them in the league. But hopefully we gotta focus on ourselves and get the 3 points against Sevilla. One change to another otherwise full strength squad. Morrison starts over Costa, who has been it's been fantastic for us, to be fair. He seems upset about something. I'll have to check what that's for. But Morrison's been in a decent form, and he requested to start the next game. So that's how we'll be lining up. Hopefully we can get a dub. Joined by Derek Ray and Lee Dixon, as per usual. Let's limber up. Big game this. A real chance for us in the league. but with our league form, we can either win 6-0 or get pumped 6-0, or it'll be a 0-0 draw. I couldn't tell you either way. We're so unpredictable in the league. Kubo's in. Feeds Jonathan David. Ah, the touch. I seen the defender coming across. I thought he'd be able to just touch it back inside and open up that shot. I should have probably just hit it first time, but Suso, the former Liverpool and AC Milan man, pulling strings at the moment. We are feeling it. First little respite. Cut inside. Asking a lot of Renier there. I know he's in good form, but asking a great deal of our talisman up top. Trying the fancy stuff, but it's not paying off. I don't think we've had a shot yet. We should have had a shot, should have had a goal, but no, nothing at all yet. Been all Sevilla really, pinning us in. Maybe try something, leave it as is for the first 15 minutes, but if we continue to get pinned in like this, we'll have to change something. Poor pass. Good build up, just lacking in that final third. Ambitious ball, he's not going to get to that. Better start from us though. Just need to be picking them right passes in the final third. Like that. Just need Waldo to get in. That's a great ball. That's unbelievable. That's absolutely fantastic. Top goal scorer this season, and he provides one of the best assists we will also get this season. What a player. I continue to be baffled by this lad. He's like 19. He's a real player. What a pass that what a pass that is. Low driven, across the floor. Fair play to Jonathan David. He manages to get in front of the man. Times his run well. And we are 1-0 up in this crunch match. Good tackle, Alcaraz. Renier's timed his run. For his... I mean, it's just expected at this point, isn't it? He bangs in a goal a game. Absolutely generational talent. Alcaraz does very well. He springs the attack, nicking the ball deep in midfield, and a lovely weighted pass finds Renier, and it's just elementary at that point. He could have went either side. It chose to go near post, and just like that, we are 2-0 up. I'm glad we didn't change anything. Sevilla have regressed a bit in the second half, considering their dominance in the first. I'm going to talk a bit more about Renier because I'm so happy we brought this boy in. But the goals he scored this season have just been all sorts. None of it, like, we get his tap-ins, of course, and he has his one-on-ones, but he's bent them into the top bins. He's got a scorpion kick, which was no doubt win goal of the season. Absolutely no doubt in my mind. And yeah, he can do it all. He showed his ability to pass with that assist earlier. Just low driven across the front of the goal, finds Jonathan, and we managed to bury that. He's one of the best players I've signed on a career mode in a long time. Truly unbelievable talent, and he's only going to get better. I mean, He's 19. We've got 2 seasons left on this career mode. I think, I can't remember. I did remember checking. They pull a goal back as I'm romancing about Renier, but it's way too late. Way too late in the game. I realise at this moment, I know it's a minute to go, but I haven't made any subs. I need to bring someone on to make a couple of players happy. Renier gets a standing ovation. Plaza can come on for David, and Gallardo can see the clock out. But yeah, Renier, he's only going to get better. 2 seasons left on the career mode, and I think he grows to like 90 is his expected growth. I don't think we'll get him to 90 in 2 seasons, but he's got plenty of room to grow. But a fantastic 2-0 victory against Sevilla. We love to see it. It takes us 6 points clear of Sevilla at their own ground. 3 shots, 2 on target, that's all we need. And yeah, see how the other games go on. Hopefully the other teams can sort us out. Real Madrid play a little bit later on. Okay, looking at the results, we have been sorted out massively here. In terms of teams around us, I think every team has dropped points except for obviously Valencia, who are above us. But yeah, we got a 2-1 win. Real Madrid beat Villarreal 2-1. Betis end up drawing against Girona 2-1, which means we're 2 points clear of them now. Obviously Villarreal lost with 3 points clear of them. Sevilla with 6 points clear, and Real Sociedad, who played the day after, ends up drawing 0-0 with Malaga. Means we are looking very, very healthy at the moment. We got a couple of scouting, hopefully any new talents knocking about. Got this boy with 300k, which is decent. 150, another 300k. 50, 70, and 425k for another keeper. Is there a keeper? Yeah, there's a keeper. They're all keepers. But we've already got one very, very promising looking keeper in the youth squad. In terms of the Spanish lads, I think these are technically gifted. 70k, 70. 250 is not too bad. 825 is definitely one to look at. I'll keep him in there for 1 more month if he stays. Let's see, get him a little bit more thing. 450k. 120. The youth squad is looking to be stacked in the next couple of months. It looks like. I'm very interested in this lad. 825k is very, very promising indeed. And the last one, scout's not quite as good, but we're looking for a Algerian winger. 100k is not too bad. 70k, 100k, 50, and that is that. Do have a decent. I'm not sure where he is, but yeah, that's the not him. We have one of the guys, but they look. We got at least one decent looking winger in there, but we do have already in the youth club academy, Ariana, 3.5 million already. Potential to be between 89 and 94, and he's already at a value of 3.5 million, and he's 70 overall. And yeah, the stats are looking very, very good. I am currently training him in the player development. He's grown up 6 levels since we brought him in. Just working on getting that sprint speed and stamina up really. And yeah, it's we're looking back on track again now. I'm not sure how long the video is lining up to be, but I think we've played. Obviously, we missed the Valencia game, simmed Bilbao, Levante, and Girona. played Sevilla. I think I'm going to finish off this month. I'll show you the highlights of these games. The Sociedad game, I'd like to show it in full, but no, I won't show it in full. I'll show the highlights in these ones, and then I think that'll see off the episode quite nicely. Less lengthy highlights, but more games getting through as we run down the end of the season. A couple of tricky tests, Betis and Barcelona next month. Not a bad month, and then a tricky month to end the season, it looks like, with Madrid, Bilbao, Valencia and Villarreal. That could be the kicker of our season. So I'll get through these highlights, and I'll see you after, see how we get on. And that is where we're going to end it for this episode, I think. I've just checked the time and we were running a little bit long for this one, coming up to 40 minutes. So try not to keep it too long. We've really, really hit form in the last couple of episodes. I think we've gone unbeaten in this episode. Some massive results against Sevilla and Levante. But a literal massive result against Espanyol. 6-0 win. And it's really starting to click. 3-1 against Deportivo. First time in a long time that Renier hasn't scored. But I think Jonathan David got a hat-trick in that one. But the next month, coming down to the end of the season, and it's a real testing month at the end of this end of March. Betis, who are currently, we have a chance to go 2 points clear if we win our next match, but they are direct rivals. Barcelona will be looking for revenge from that semi-final Supercopa. And then the last month, May, got a tricky month. So yeah, stuff to look forward to. Just going through the end of the season. Hopefully we can continue our decent form. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you haven't, leave a dislike. It all helps no matter what. If you want to keep up to date with the series, you can subscribe. That's no problem at all. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Davis. Good night.